104.5 The Team, your home for Big Board Sports, 10 to noon every weekday, right here on the team, man. Chris Onorato joining us for Section Tuesday.
Back.
Well, I've been back.
That's true.
See, Mama Levack raised ugly kids, not stupid ones. I got out. I saw storms. I was like, check, please, and I headed back to the Capital Region.
Yeah.
Somebody else walked into the building at like noon today.
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to stay for the game. And I kind of did, sort of. But then I think I should be given credit for what I did. I made a improv Omaha call that put me in the studio today. I could have been sitting in D.C. crying, smelling like an airport still if I didn't. So I think I should be congratulated.
What are you wearing there, by the way?
And don't worry about that. My luggage is still lost, Chris, okay? The magic of radio has been revealed.
You didn't know there was a lost and found here at Town Square Media? You didn't know?
This is what happens when you go to your parents' house and you realize, what do I still have in my... crap. All right, this is what I'm wearing to work today.
Tearaway Rockets pants, a Nike jacket.
Yeah, what? No, I'm
hockey shirt
oh,
for my
it's
dad.
Buffalo
Sabres. Yeah, there you go. Okay.
That's it, like literally, it's like you got dressed in the lost and found.
You did not, however, leave behind at your parents' house a razor.
That's true.
That was lost. You're going to Levack beard here.
No, the beard goes tonight. My mom was crushing me. She asked me 3 times, where's your razor? Did
now,
you shave?
You usually carry a little bit of facial hair.
Yeah.
But not
this. This needs to go.
Full-on beard.
It's going to be gone tonight.
No shave February?
No, it's gone tonight. This needs to be laughed off my face. This is out of hand.
All right, so we were covering one of the highest-scoring Super Bowls that you've ever seen. Who scored more, the Super Bowl or the last time JG3 was on the court?
Boy. Well, JG3 had 50 the last time he was out Saturday night, and that put him over 3,000 for his career. So we were there. I was there Tuesday with Ashley Miller at Amsterdam to cover him breaking the state record, which took until late in the fourth quarter. So if you're going to say a team did a good job on Joseph Girard III, Amsterdam did a pretty good job on Joseph Girard III, but he still finds a way to get his points for Glens Falls to win that game. So he's broken the state record since we've last spoken, and he's gone over 3,000 career points, obviously a milestone New York State has never seen before, and the countdown to 4,000 is now on.
He left something out there, and he was offered a scholarship
by Oklahoma.
No, Syracuse, Chris. My Orange are now in the mix, a little bit late to the party, but JG3.
No, not late. Just took Boeheim a little time to catch up on all the work Hopkins did for him. That's all.
I can't disagree with that. Is there a chance now, just 2 hours west, that maybe the Orange could be in the potential radar?
I think they should be in the mix.
He's going to Michigan.
Yeah, the Michigan offer, I think, kind of sealed it. But I think Syracuse should be in the mix for whatever that's worth. He's got a really good offer from Washington, where Hopkins is, obviously. That is a program on the rise, certainly. And there's a former Section 2, or, well, is it called Albany Academy Section 2 or not?
Yes.
Do we decide Section 2?
I mean, basically, the way we're for Section Tuesday, it's if they can hear us,
okay,
we're counting them.
All right.
Whether they are or not.
Perfect. So with Hamir Wright already out there, that's a connection, certainly, for Girard to consider Washington heavily. But I think Syracuse should be in the mix because he can play the top of the zone, right? I mean, how as a Syracuse fan, how would you equate Joseph Girard III to former players you've seen come through the Orange program?
I feel like too easy of a comparison is Jerry McNamara and Trevor Cooney, like shooters who just have a role and they get hot.
But he's better than Cooney.
Yes, he's a better ball handler than Cooney.
Yeah.
So maybe McNamara's the best comparison, but that's almost blasphemy for some fans like me to compare any teenager to Jerry McNamara.
Like, he's not as long as Routens,
Nope.
So it's tough to go there with it. And of course, we're picking all the white guys. This is the way it usually goes.
Yeah, right,
I know.
But that's the best comparison. Like, Jason Hart's a better defender. Scoop Jardine was a better ball handler.
Yeah.
Like, it just fits that way in this equation.
Yep. Yeah, no, I
even
agree.
Mello was good in college.
Completely unnecessary. I actually walked in here with a Mellow backpack, by the way. But go on with JG3. Like, it could work with the Orange, right?
I absolutely agree. Yeah, I think he fits what they need. They can't score to save their lives.
Right.
Now, they won last night, and I hear the class coming in is really, really good for next year, but are you going to be playing next year without your best scorer currently, Tyus Battle? Is he gone? So I think Girard would fit what Syracuse will need once he's eligible, but it'll be Michigan.
Basically, I just want to see him on the
right,
court.
I mean, Michigan makes sense. Now, if Notre Dame comes along as well, I think Notre Dame plays the style that fits Girard's game perfectly. And, of course, look, that's a great degree to have. But the Michigan ties are just so strong. I would be very surprised if Michigan is not the destination at the end of the day.
And that puts them on the court against Maryland.
There you go.
And then we can have some real fun.
Right. The problem is Herter will no longer be playing for Maryland.
By the time he gets...
Well, because he's going to leave after next year for the NBA.
No, that's Chris Onorato's theory. That,
Yeah.
look,
He's not
there's a
gonna
big
do all
old
four?
smile on his head.
He's not going to... He's not
That's
gonna
called
stay all four?
redheaded recruiting right there, all right? That's
Oh.
what he's doing. He needs it for him, the fellow redhead.
Better than the orange over here.
No, my hair is brown. Brown.
No, but you look awful orange a lot of times.
Oh, stop it. All right, what Herter's
Right.
not going to the NBA. I got to do a follow-up
It
quick.
could
No,
be
he's
senior
not.
to freshman, yeah,
Right.
after it. I do believe that Kevin Herter could leave Maryland after his junior season. Now, I'm saying I think he could leave after his junior year and get drafted in the first round. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying anybody has told me he would. I'm not saying he is considering it currently. I have no inside information on that. Based on what I've seen and from him, yeah, I don't think it's unrealistic to think that he would leave after. Is he as good a player as Grayson Allen?
He doesn't trip people.
He's a better shooter, though, and he's longer than Grayson Allen. So if Grayson Allen, so I know what you're going to say. If Grayson Allen's a first-round pick, why is Kevin Herter not a first-round pick? And he's younger.
And Grayson Allen, had he left, now I would not draft Grayson Allen if I had 10 rounds in the NBA.
Come on, you tripping.
But had Grayson Allen left after his junior year, he would have been a first-round pick.
Vince McMahon would take him in the first round for the WWE.
Sure.
I mean, he would be a great heel.
Look, McMahon might start leagues across all professional sports.
Doesn't Herter need to have a Maryland at least make like an Elite 8 or Sweet 16 run? Like
Why?
that would help because the March Madness thing becomes this huge
Did Ben
evaluator.
Simmons make the?
Ben Simmons didn't, but guys like
Did Markelle Fultz make the?
Markelle
tournament?
Fultz did not either.
Now
Those are very good picks.
These are the best of the best. I get it.
Sure, but we're talking about like Derek Williams from Arizona, Steph Curry from Davidson, Carmelo Anthony from Sarah. Like there are guys that if you're like a borderline first rounder,
Sure.
you have a fantastic March Madness. Boom, you shoot up the radar on everybody. I would hope he does that.
No
That would
doubt.
help
And
him.
I think that definitely helps somebody's stock like Jimmer, too.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, Jimmer carried BYU. Now,
Right.
they had other talented guys, but like Brandon Davies not being there for that tournament run killed the Cougars. But that definitely helped Jimmer's stock on top of being the National Player of the Year and this incredible score and everything that went into it that got him into the top 10. I'm not saying Kevin Herter's a top 10 pick if he leaves after his junior year, but I think if you look across college basketball and you make a good point, guys, nationally, he's probably most people don't know who he is. He would be well under the radar. But I think amongst NBA scouts,
Right,
if
that's
Kevin
different.
Herter went to a combine of some sort for the NBA draft, I think he would be high on draft boards.
I like it. Chris Onorato joining us Section Tuesday right here on 104.5.
And he's got red hair.
He's got red hair. He's got red hair. Him, Clint Frazier, they should all just start right now. I like watching you two fight when it comes to college hoops. This is gonna be a good March Madness. We might just have to do a March anger segment, just not madness, just anger. There's a chance that the whole area is gonna come to a snowy stop tomorrow. Though.
That's what I hear.
So what is that going to do to local sports? Who's getting hurt?
All right, so what we've learned already is that Troy High School, which had a signing ceremony scheduled for tomorrow for Dev Holmes and Joe Casal, they're both going to sign their national letters of intent or commitment, whatever it is, on National Signing Day for college football. They were scheduled to do it tomorrow in front of the media. Now, they'll still do it, obviously, on signing day. The big news there,